Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. We back again with another ranking show, the WBC rankings for the month of August 2024. So we're going to tap into all of that, see what's going on. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, tap into the website, ldosboxing.com. So we'll get straight into it. So we'll do a little screen share. Show you guys how these new records looking like. Yes, sir. Alright. Got that. And then Anthony in the building. What's good, Anthony? What's good with you, bro? Anthony in the building. Once again, I appreciate you. Salute. Alright, heavyweight division. Heavyweight division is back. You know what I'm saying? It's been down a couple years prior, but now it's getting a lot of movement. Usyk, unified champion. He had to give up his IBF, so he's going to run it back with Fury after beating him for undisputed. They're going to run it back December 21st, so for the 3 belts. And then they got Fury as number 1, so that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Going down the rankings, you got Jit Cabiel number 2, Juan Bacoli number 3. That seemed like a good matchup. Bacoli moved up a couple of spots. I think he was 6th last month, coming off a knockout victory over Jared Anderson. So yeah, that's cool. Maybe Cabiel versus Bacoli. I know Zhang and Bacoli, that's the fight. That's what fight fans want. That would be fire too. But I know Zhang has a rematch clause with Joseph Parker. So maybe they run that back. You know what I'm saying? Put those 2 fights on the same card. I'd take it. But yeah, either way you go, you can't go wrong with either one of those guys. Whether it's Cabiel, Parker, or however they mix it up. FA kind of been MIA since his last fight. He beat Guido Vanello, and Guido been looking good. He got a good victory last night over Oslenbeck. So I want to see FA get in the mix. Joe Loff just coming off an Olympic gold medal win, 2 in a row. So yeah, I think he's done with the amateurs, and it's time to get it popping with the pros. And he fits in nicely. He's at number 6. Fabio Worley, him and Frazier Clark gonna run it back, probably on the October 12th Riyadh season card with Peterbia from Bivol. Let's see, you got notable names: Herkovic, Ortiz, Wallen. I'm not sure about Deontay's status, but he's still in there. Andrew Ruiz is a new entry, you know what I'm saying, but he broke his hand, so I'm not sure how long he's gonna be out. And then Jared Anderson's still in there, so not really a bad top 15. You know, you got some guys coming off of losses that dropped a little bit, but you know they ain't all the way out the rankings. And then you got some older guys, you got some newer guys. So yeah, maybe they can mix it up for sure. All right, Bridgerweight. So not really a lot going on inside of the rankings with these guys, but the champion Lawrence Okolie, he's supposed to face Kevin Lorraine. And they made a deal already, so it's going to be on one of these Riyadh season cards. I don't know which one. They haven't announced it. So I'm guessing maybe Dimitri Bivol card, Bivol and Peterbia, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it slide all the way down to December. But yeah, Okolie versus Lorraine. And that's the fight I like Okolie in. Yeah, I like Okolie in that fight. Creole the Traveler, what's good with you? Salute. No, that's a great fight. Yeah. I would love to see that. Steph in the building, what's good? JC, what's good with you? Salute to you, bro. Yeah, beat that boy there. Yeah, he beat him. Yeah, that was a good victory by Guido. Bruce Gas, what's good with you, Bruce Gas? Salute. Yeah, so every time I run across the Bridgerweight division, I never tear it down because I'm not mad at it as long as the guys fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a 224 catch weight, so it is what it is. They have a WBA champion as well. I spoke to him earlier, so we'll see. Just make the fights. Cruiserweight. So Noel McCallan, he's going to fight his mandatory Ryan Roziski. That fight got postponed off the AB card in June. Then they're going to do another card September 28th, the Don King card. So, yeah, McCallan is a good boxer, puncher. Roziski is a count 4 pressure fighter. So, it's going to be a clash of styles right there. Badu Jack is champion in recess. I did hear Badu Jack was trying to get the Jay Abataya fight. but I'm not sure, if he's gonna get it. So yeah, and these are pretty much the same too. Cruiserweight is always gonna be like the stepchild division, but it's actually got some good names and good fighters. If these guys mix it all the way up, it'd be crazy. Chev Clark, he just got a good fight on the undercard of Diego Pacheco, August the 31st. He got F.A. Apoche. That's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger right there. Dorlicos, he's the mandatory for Zerto Ramirez in the WBA. So they already in negotiations and stuff like that. So yeah. Alright, we keep it moving. 175, we've been waiting for this undisputed fight for forever. Gregory Carmichael, what's good with you? Salute. Yeah, Poche, he can crack. He's vulnerable. He get hit too. That's gonna be a great fight. Good test for Chev Clark. So yeah, man, we were waiting for this fight for a long time. Viterbo versus Bivol, undisputed, October the 12th. Hopefully everything makes it. You know what I'm saying? I already got postponed. Benavidez is the interim champion. It came out that he's going to be back in December. So when I first saw this, I was looking at the list, and I was, guessing. But what popped in my mind was Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart is working with the PBC now. And look at that. He came in at number 12. You know what I'm saying? So that actually makes sense. Benavidez is coming off some injuries. He's the mandatory for the winner of Undisputed. I can see that fight happening now. I mean, there's other names that are probably better that I would take. You know what I'm saying? I would take a Callum Smith, Anthony Yard. I know Albert Ramirez is fighting this weekend. I would take guys like that. But, y'all know how the PBC do their shit, y'all. Come on. Nobody was thinking about Benavidez and Olazana Volchik. That kind of came out the blue. So, Jesse Hart, I can see that. Honestly, I can see that. So we're gonna see. Jesse Hart been staying active with that team comeback league, so he should be in pretty solid shape. Ben Whitaker is a new entry. He comes in number 11. So that's a good thing. We'll see if he step up his competition and stuff. I think he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? Take the antics away. I think he can fight actually. But we'll see. That's solid for him. Let me see. So like I said, Smith and Yard, haven't heard nothing on him, on them two fighters. Connor Wallace is number 5. He's about to fight Jerome Papillon for the IBF number 2 spot. That's next week down in Australia. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see what's up. But definitely Benavidez is putting himself in position, same as David Morrell in the 175. So yeah, they got some new life. Alright, so 168, Canelo, unified champion, same thing. IBF took their belt. Y'all know whenever it's an undisputed champion in the 4-belt era, IBF is coming. So I expect the IBF to be coming for the winner between the light heavyweight, because Michael Eafer been mandatory for a long time. Ain't nobody talking about that shit but me. But when it happens, I'll be the only one not, not so shocked, because I already see the play. But Canelo, he got Edgar Berlanga coming up September 14th. That's a fight he should win, and he's gonna do whatever he want to do. Of course, we want to see the Benavidez fight, but I mean, it is what it is. Christian and Billy, we seen him last night versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. Solid fight, good victory. Derevyanchenko suffered an injury, and Billy just grind out a decision, outworked him, and beat him up in spots. So, I mean, yeah, he got some flaws and stuff like that, but he's the action-packed fighter, and he comes to fight every time. So, I guess you just take it however you want to take it, because everybody's not gonna be a slick boxer that defense on point. Everybody not gonna be like that. Everybody built differently. So I like him, Billy. I think he's still a problem in this division. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's still a problem. So we'll see. It looks like they're gonna line him up for Jaime McGee. Jaime McGee is fighting his stablemate Eric Bayanza September 20th. It's gonna be on a Top Rank show. Although Jaime is still with Golden Boy. So it seemed like that's the fight to make. Maybe for an interim title, I don't know, but I still like that fight. You know what I'm saying, for M. Billy. Diego Pacheco, he's gonna fight Selecki. He's number 1 in the WBO, so he's trying to keep his spot against the veteran Selecki. That's August 31st. Iglesias is a problem. Number 5. He might be better than all these dudes. I call him Morrell 2.0, but he might be better than Morrell. He might be better than Morrell, yo. Like, this kid Iglesias got this. They similar, very similar. Power, southpaw, can box. But yeah, that kid got something that he got dynamite. So yeah, he number 5. He just had a second round knockout over Sina Beku last night. So he should be right back in the ring too. Like, if he can get opponents, he gonna be a problem. But he like one of those guys that need to get an eliminator before he could get a title shot, because he dangerous. Let me see. So we got Lester Martinez, Vladimir Shiskin. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight for the vacant IBF versus William Skull. So those guys, they made a deal. No, they haven't made. No, take that back. They extended the deadline for a week to try to make a deal. So yeah. But yeah, I like guys like Lester Martinez, who's with Team Bomac, Team Crawford. Beck the Bully is still another good fighter. If Demetrius Andre gonna get active, throw him in the mix as well. So yeah, super middleweight. We got Caleb Plant fighting for the WBA interim. Yeah, we got some solid guys. All right, 160. Popping. Eric R, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Yes, sir. Nah, he good though. He nice with it. He nice. I like Iglesias. 160. We got Carlos Adames. He's the WBC champion. I don't think he have a mandatory yet, and he just re-signed with PBC. So maybe he'll get back. He'll get back in the ring soon. He fought Goucher on the Tank Davis undercard. And he didn't really look all that to me. He looked okay. I thought he won clearly, but he didn't really look so tough. Maybe it's because of the style. I don't know, but I still like Carlos Adames. He's good. So we'll see who his next opponent is. Hamza Shiraz is number 1. Yo, that would be a banger fight. He's going to fight Tyler Denny on September 21st on the AJ Dubois card. And I like Hamza Shiraz in that fight. Coming off knocking out Ammo. Let me see. So we know some names: Chris Eubank, Mosley Jr., Liam Smith. He's gonna face my man. I forget his damn name. Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly versus Liam Smith. That's on that same AJ card. They go Selecki. Selecki is gonna fight Pacheco in a couple of weeks. Yeah, Troy Isley. I like Troy Isley. He been looking good. Troy Isley and Kyron put on great performances in their last fight. So we get Troy Isley back. You got to get Troy Isley on the undercard of Keyshawn homecoming fight in November. You got to do that. That's only right. Kyron Davis may get Carlos Adames on some PBC type shit. So yeah, it's looking up. But middleweight still down division, but. Get some of these contenders fighting each other, man. We can see some. 154 on the other hand is like going bananas right now as a division in a whole. But so we still have Sebastian Fundora is still unified champion, WBC and WBO. The WBO, I know they're supposed to order Crawford and Fundora like they did before, but Crawford is on vacation, so they'll probably wait until he get back and try to get stuff situated, or try to order it around the Canelo fight, because the whole thing is he's trying to get the Canelo fight. And if he can't get the Canelo fight, then that's going to be the fallback. I know Fundora supposed to face Spence, and we'll see how all that shit work out. And I know a lot of people complaining about that, but for me, understanding this shit in boxing, hey, he deserved it. He got the better team. Yeah, man, long past are the days where, he got knocked out, he lost, he shouldn't be fighting for a world title. Them shits is gone. This ain't no sport. This is a business, and when it's a business, you gotta have the right team around you. And obviously, the guys who's getting multiple title shots and world title fights after getting beat up and destroyed and fighting a title fight the next fight, just that team is nice. That's what it is. And he gonna be the A side because that fight with Fundora gonna be in Dallas, Texas. So I'm just saying, get your team up. This shit ain't based off of merit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to climb through the rankings. Just make sure my team got them deep pockets and we good to go. That's how shit working, bro. Ain't no, y'all don't even need to complain about, oh, he got knocked out, he got a title shot right after that. Ain't no need to argue about it no more. Just get your team right. You can call it unfair or not. Just get your team together. Virgil Ortiz is the interim champion. So he had a great fight with Bochuk. And yeah, we'll see with him too. He waiting to see what Crawford does. I like what they was talking about for him. Majimov makes sense. Y'all see the top five: Earl Spence, Bochuk, Majimov, Conwell, and Jesus Ramos. So Majimov, number 3, I think that's well deserved. I think it's well deserved. I thought he put up a good performance against Crawford. Bochuk, number 2. I ain't really mad at that either. You know what I'm saying? It dropped down Conwell, but Conwell been turning down fights. So maybe the WBC understood that. Jesus Ramos, number 5. These guys, they got Xander Zayas, number 6. Lubin, he's sitting out for a while. So it's not really a bad ranking. You can mix them up however you want to mix it up. But the names is pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? I like Lubin to go against Brian Mendoza on the undercard of Tim Tszyu versus Muchazaliev in Orlando. Orlando is the hometown of Erickson Lubin, and they supposed to fight. They supposed to fight the winner, so the winner can fight each other. If Lubin beat Mendoza, it doesn't have to be Mendoza. He just be on the card to keep his activity down. But he can get the winner between Tim Tszyu for the IBF. So I'm just saying, 154 really is getting to the point where there's no bad fights, no matter where you turn, because it's so deep. It's a good division. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay tuned. 147. So fairly new champion. We got Mario Barrios. He said, "I understand. That's how it seems." Yeah, that's how it's been like that though. It's been like that forever. So yeah, that narrative we can do away with that. Off in the LD in the building. What's good with you? Salute. Yeah, that'd be a good one. For that card, it'd be a good one. Alright, so Barrios, newly crowned champion. So we're gonna see what's up with him. He's got a high priority with the PBC. Always gonna keep saying that because that shit's true. They was talking about him and Pacquiao, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. They re-signed Stanionis. That seems like the natural fight right there. Him and Stanionis fought on the same card, on Canelo's card. I think that's the fight to me. Crawford is champion in recess, but he ain't never coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude off of Harlem Nights, he ain't never coming back. So the top 15. So Sissoko is number 1. So I was talking about this earlier in my live about who Devin Haney can fight. They say he's gonna fight a top 15 guy, but they ain't specified. Is it top 15 of the sanctioned body rankings? Is it a top 15 of anybody make a ranking? Is it the top? You know what I'm saying? Because we got these websites out here that's be ranking people based on what they feel. Is it the Ring magazine? So I mean, I would say he ain't gonna get a title shot. Go fight the number 1 contender, Suleiman Sissoko. That seems like a fight, matchroom, and that seems like a fight that can be made easily. You feel me? Or go fight the other number 1, Shotgun Gilsoft. Gilsoft is number 1 in the WBA and WBO. He's mandatory for Stanionis. So can you go knock that off? So I ain't really mad at that though. If Devin comes up to 47 and fight the number 1 guy. I like that. That's dope, really. Because the way they're looking, I don't know if he's going to get Barrios. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that politics is going to work, especially if you're working with Turkey. I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. I don't know. But I feel like PBC has the unification with Stanionis right there. So, we'll see. So Conor Ben name been speaking, spoke of a lot. I like that fight for Devin Haney too, to be honest. Especially if he ain't trying to make 47, he want to fight at a weight comfortable, and maybe 150. They can do a catch weight. Just throwing shit out there. You never know. But it's starting to look like 47 may not be that deep a division like that, like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? We got solid fighters, but it don't have the star power like we had a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Let me see who got something coming. Jen Sasaki is fighting on. He's fighting in a couple of weeks on the Anyway card, September. Ramon Villa, he's gonna fight on Canelo card on the prelims. Good to see him back. We just seen Alexis Rocha not too long ago. And Karen, so they ordered Boots versus Karen Shikazian, mandatory. So yeah, 147, 140. Yes, sir. You said hit the like button. No, you said that. My bad. I read it wrong. Yeah, Lubin Mendoza. My man, Andrew Gray. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Alright, so 140. So we got some news about the championship fight with Alberto Playo versus mandatory Sandor Martin. We know Devin chose to become champion recess, and he gonna do what he want to do. He didn't want to take the fight with Sandor Martin. I get it. So they made the fight. PBC got that fight. So look for Playo and Martin to be on. I'm thinking Tank's on the card in November. Yeah, I'm thinking Tank's on the card, but I guess we'll have to see what they're gonna put it on. I don't think it's gonna be a standalone event as his own main event. I don't know, because PBC ain't having that many cards like that. And if they're gonna put this one as one of their main event fights, it would be crazy to me. So put it on Tank's on the card. You know what I'm saying? But 140 is still solid too. You know what I'm saying? Jack Catterall and Regis got pushed back to October 26th. Dalton Smith will be back on the 28th of September. Antoine, he got the winner. He's a mandatory for the winner of Playo and Martin. Richardson Hitchens looks like he gonna face Lipinets. Jose Ramirez and Barbosa looking like they gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 140 still good. Michelle Rivera up in there. We gotta see how Matisse gonna come back. Adolfo Delgado, he looked shaky his last fight though. I ain't gonna hold you. Looked shaky, but he still got the victory. 135, excuse me, 135. So Shakur Stevenson, WBC champion, and we heard the talks about him. He said sounds like a good fight. Sounds good, but yeah, I don't know what date, but it should be coming up soon. They should put that on the Boots on the card. But yeah. So we know all the chatter and the shit about Shakur, but I think we know that it'd probably be a long shot for the Tank fight next. I think that fight probably feel like next year to me, just based on how history. You know what I'm saying? Just based on history on how shit works. He said, "Wait, who's Boots fighting, bro?" The IBF just ordered the rematch between Boots and Karen Shikazian. Karen won the IBF eliminator, so he's the new mandatory. Cody Crawley was the mandatory for Boots when that fight was made. Then he fell out, so he still got a mandatory obligation, and now it's Karen. So Boots' projected return date is November the 9th in Philly. So it'll probably be Karen Shikazian. It's a possibility they can do step aside, but at the end of the day, they're not getting a unification with Barrios or Stanionis. So you might as well stay active and beat up on your mandatory, and y'all got a storyline because that's the fight that went the distance, and people were saying he was washed and all that. So it'll probably be Karen Shikazian. I just gave you the whole story. Yeah. They only complain because they don't understand. They don't understand the business of boxing. But if they understood it, they probably won't want to talk that much. They just watch and listen. That's it. That's how I'm at the point like that. I'm at stage right now. I just watch and listen. I don't have to respond because I already know the play. Demetrius Bright, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. But yeah, to each his own. A lot of people they complain about what's not happening, what's happening, but they don't really go back and do their research to understand why. So I'm one of those that understand why. But yeah, Shakur. So we're gonna see. I know they ordered the pay the fight. So the deadline is the 20th. So we're gonna see. Probably it's looking like Zepeda gonna go another route and then try to circle back in February because they're doing the closing ceremony of Riyadh season. So they're trying to get that fight on there in Saudi. So we're gonna see. So it came out that maybe it's Shakur versus Joe Cordina, which would tell us that Shakur has signed with Matchroom. So that's a Matchroom fight. Then Joe Cordina came into new rankings last month, and when I mentioned that, I put that on my Twitter. I'm like, listen, Joe Cordina is a possible opponent for Shakur. That was like a month ago, and now it come out that he probably is his opponent. No surprises for me. I just sit back and I just retweet my receipts. You know what I'm saying? At this point. So it really ain't no big surprise. So we'll see. I know he Shakur might have a route to a unification if that's what he want to do. I just feel like the Tank fight with all this. I knew that shit. Man, I just feel like some shit that happened before. You know what I'm saying? The chatter back and forth, and now we gotta say, oh, now he ain't doing enough numbers. When you start hearing people say that, you know that ain't no fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank fought other people with didn't have no numbers and all that shit. So I don't know. Maybe next year that's the time. I feel like Tank want to get Lomachenko under his belt before he get out. And if it's a possibility to get Lomachenko next year after this fight in November, I think that's the where that he'll go anyway. Then I think Shakur be after that. This is that's how I saw it originally, and that's how they had it planned anyway. They had the Lomachenko fight almost done until he pulled out. So we'll see. But we still got some good guys though. More Tyler, Keyshawn having a homecoming. Looking like against that Lucas Body guy, the one who slept H2O. That's who it's looking like. November 9th in Norfolk. Mark Chamberlain, that's the guy to look out for. Mark Chamberlain is number 5 in the WBC. He's the silver champion. He about to fight a guy named Joshua Padley. If you look at all the fights on that card, on the AJ card, those really good fights. It could probably go either way in some cases, so you can see some guys winning. His opponent, I can't see him winning. I see Mark Chamberlain and get him up out of there in like 2 or 3 rounds. Now, from what I understand, Mark Chamberlain got a deal in place to face the WBO champion, Dennis Barancek, right? And on the undercard of Fury versus Usyk, the rematch. So that's why I said that's a path for Shakur to get a unification. You know what I'm saying? They might not be on the same schedule, but yeah. If Mark Chamberlain come through against his opponent in September, which I think he will, he's going to get a world title shot. That's Turkey's favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this Barancek been real quiet. He was calling out all them boys on Top Rank. He called out more Tyler, Keyshawn, Shakur. He been quiet. He quiet because he already got a fight. You know what I'm saying? It just a lot of people don't understand and they ain't tapped in like that. They don't really know that. So y'all gonna find out once they get closer to the fight for Mark Chamberlain. And if he wins, then y'all already know what time it is. So you'll see. Andy Cruz, number 6. I like it. Zor Adelev, he fighting for IBF Eliminator in a couple of weeks in Russia. Frank Martin, he said he going to 140. I think that might fit him, 140 for Frank Martin. He can do some things. Gustavo Limon, so he just signed with Top Rank. He supposed to come back July 13th on the Janabek card. He was having visa issues, so they got that shit situated. He'll probably be making his Top Rank debut pretty soon. Sam Notes will be back September the 6th. Artem and George Cambosa, so we'll see. Still a lot of stuff to be, made at 135 for sure. All right, 130. So Roberson, Conceal, him and Shaq also gonna run it back. They already made a deal and all that good shit. So I'm thinking November. They got 2 possible dates in November. I think it's gonna be on Formula One Thursday in November. Maybe they slide it to December the 7th. December the 7th, you have the rematch between Navarrete and Oscar Valdez. It's supposed to be Espinoza versus Robesi, but I don't know if Espinoza going to take the rematch. We'll have to see. If it can't go on Formula One on that Thursday, maybe they'll go on that undercard of Valdez and Navarrete, which it makes sense too because the winners can unify on some top rank shit. So we'll see. But yeah, I thought Shaq Foster won that first fight. Rocky Hernandez, he's still in a good spot. He's about to fight September the 13th. He got Thomas Matisse. So yeah, he had a great fight with Shaq Foster last year. He came back, had a knockout victory, and he right there. Mark Maceo, another good one. Yakoval, Lee Wood. Let's get Lee Wood back. Let's get Lee Wood back in the saddle, man. He got that clutch gene. Been out the ring for a minute though. Rikishi, I like him too. Rikishi coming back pretty soon. He had a comfort behind knockout victory over number 8, Michael Manisi. Ray Ford. So Ray Ford is targeted to fight November the 9th. November the 9th on the undercard of Jerron Bucenis in Philly. And his opponent is Orlando Gonzalez. So y'all stay tuned for that. And it's his first fight at 130. Andres Cortez, he got Charlie Suarez coming up on the Munguia card. Nova. So you still got solid guys. Watch out for number 15, Yadier Herrera. He just signed with Queensberry, Cuban, flashy, got big power. He just entered the new rankings at number 15. He a problem. He'll be back on the Nick Ball card October the 5th. Y'all watch out for him. Yadier Herrera. Nice. Mauricio Lara, he fighting in Mexico in a couple of weeks. I seen that. And then Albert Bell has a fight too, October the 5th. So yeah, 130, Oh, let me go back. 130, I like 130. I just feel like they got to get it going. They got a couple of fights that's probably unnecessary. Like Anthony Kakashi, the IBF champion, about to face Josh Warrington. You know what I'm saying? They giving Josh Warrington his, cash out fight. Lamont Roach, he talking about fighting Kanzu, bro. Come on. When y'all see Zucan, when y'all see him enter the new WBA rankings out the blue in a couple of weeks, then y'all already know what time it is. Because next week, actually, he has Lamont Roach Jr. has a purse bid next week for his title versus mandatory. Albert Batagaziev, the kid from Russia, Olympic gold medalist. And they probably ain't gonna fight next. So they talking about Kanzu. That's crazy. But that's why I said I ain't tripping. I understand the play. If your team, like I said, your team is nice, that's your merit in boxing. That's your merit. That's how you get fights. You don't gotta go up the rankings and beat nobody. Just have a nice ass team and skip the line. That's how boxing been working. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's welcome. People act like they brand. They've been following boxing forever. Act like they brand new to that idea, that situation. That shit happens all the time. No matter the platform. Teaching the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Hate to come in here laughing. Salute. Yo, 126. Ray Vargas, WBC champion. Now, I heard him and Figueroa supposed to get it on sometime in the fall on some PBC shit, but I don't know. We'll see. It's been real quiet. I thought he lost against Nick Ball. I thought Nick Ball won that fight. He had them knockdowns together. So we'll see. I feel like Ray Vargas is probably the weakest champion right now. We got Angelo Leo, IBF, knockout of the year candidate. You got the WBA Nick Ball, who's going to face Ronnie Rios coming up, and Rafael Espinoza. He looking dangerous. So Figueroa is one of my favorites, but he kind of inactive. You know what I'm saying? I went last time he fought, last year? I forgot when he fought. I can't remember. But Brandon Figueroa is a problem for all these guys. I can't remember when he last fought, yo. He fought Jesse Madaleno on one of these cards. Was it the Canelo card? Yeah, he fought on Canelo's card. Yeah, but I'm saying that shit is so like I forget about him, bro. But Figueroa is a problem. He can beat some of these guys for real. All right, top 15. So we have a new number 1, Robeisy Ramirez. So he may be looking at another route because he may not get the Espinoza fight. So we'll see what they can do with him. I know number 1 last month was Ruben Villa. He lost to Suleiman Sagawa. So you see Sagawa number 3. And he's going to fight Bruce Carrington, Shushu, September 27th. So makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Nathan Collins, he's a solid fighter over there in the UK. Carlos Castro, so he got Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton came into new rankings too. So he's number 7. He's going to face Castro on the Canelo undercard. That's going to be on the prelims. So yeah, look out for that. Good to see Fulton back, coming out the loss to anyway. Been out the ring for a while though. So we'll see. And Castro just fought. He just fought not too long ago. Fulton got a new team with Bozy Ennis. I mean, hopefully he back to where he was at before. And I think moving up to 26 will help him out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it looks solid, huh? Yeah, it do look solid. Yeah, it do. Yeah, Luis Alberto Lopez look like he got a little, situation. Hopefully he's good to go. You know what I'm saying? Might be out for a while. Yeah, bro, it do look alright. So we'll see. Number 13, Kamela versus Dalemi. They're going to fight next week for the IBF final eliminator. And that would be Leo's next fight. He got to do the mandatory. So, yeah, bro. Solid. 122. So, we got Anyway. So, Anyway announced he's going to stay at 22 for a while. That's good. He get all those fights. People thinking he running from the MJ fight. Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman actually went another route. He supposed to be in September. But anyway, he'll be back September the 3rd, right after Labor Day. He's going to face TJ Doheny. That's a fight he should win. Definitely. He's a big favorite. So we'll probably see Anyway fight 3 times this year. We seen the Neri fight, which was fun. He got dropped, came back and stopped him. Then Doheny, and then have another one in December. Probably either Sam Goodman or MJ. Either one. So he's good though, because I think if he say he's gonna stay there, how can you duck anybody? See, these fans, the overused word is ducking. Styles made fights. It used to be transition to defense to offense. That was overused back in the day. But definitely the duck word is overused. When the man say he gonna stay in the division for another 2 years, how he ducking when he been fighting the best guys? So all those guys will get their opportunity. You know what I'm saying? MJ, I would much rather see MJ, but if I can get MJ what he doing? What MJ doing? I feel like MJ took a stay busy fight on the Pacheco card just to keep the juices flowing, and you know what I'm saying? He even had to make the weight this fight above the limit, maybe fight an 8-rounder just to get out there, get under the lights, and then, stay on the same schedule because August 31st and September 3rd, that's like right around the corner from each other. So, but his look like he's going to pursue the Anyway fight in December, which now the people are saying that the Anyway ducked MJ, now they got to reverse that. But they're not going to do it though. They'll leave that content out there in the air. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it out there. 22 got some good fighters too, man. Tapalis is a good fighter. Picasso, he's an action-packed young fighter. He's fighting a Zach Hovanesian. Yo, that's gonna be crazy. They fight next week in Mexico. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Casemiro, he got a fight. I think he's gonna face Saul Sanchez. Dennis McCann, I like him. Aaron Alameda, haven't seen him in a while. So yeah, 22. There's guys in 22 I'm getting myself in position because anytime anyone can move up to featherweight and vacate the belts, and you want to be in a good position to fight for a vacant title. 118, Junto Nakatani. He a problem. He had a first round knockout over his WBC mandatory Mr. Astrolabio body shot. Yo, he gonna be a problem. I like to see him try to unify this division and then eventually move up to 122 to get Inoue. That's gonna be a monster ass fight right there with Inoue and Nakatani. So let's see if we can get a unification. I like the IBF champion, Ryo Nishida. That would be a good fight for Nakatani. Hopefully we'll see him back in the ring this year. Maybe even either one of them. Maybe Tacoma, but I think Tacoma anyway. That's the Monster's brother. I think he got another fight coming already. So I think the IBF champion is available. The WBO champion Taki is fighting on anyways undercard, making a defense. So yeah, Taki. So yeah, here's a look at the top 15. Look at Tension up in that number 3. Tension is the guy that Floyd Mayweather did that exhibition fight against in Japan. And look at him. He done turned pro and he been looking good, yo. He knocked out the kid Rodriguez's last fight. He actually is pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? So maybe him and Maloney. I don't know. But Tension he gonna get a world title shot pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. 115. We got Jesse Ben Rodriguez, the champion. So looks like they're gonna run that Estrada fight back. And it'll probably be like the second week of December. Let me think. Maybe second week. Yeah, second week of December. Hopefully they do it in San Antonio for Jesse. But Bam, he's nice. You know what I'm saying? One of the top fighters we have. So they're gonna do that rematch. It is what it is. I get it. I would like to see the Martinez fight or the Kosei Tanaka. In perfect world, the way it should work out is Martinez defend his unified crown, IBF and WBA versus Tanaka, get the 3 belts, and then fight Jesse Rodriguez. Because I expect him to win. Fight him in the top of 2025 for undisputed. That makes sense, but we got mandatories and we got all types of shit that can pop up out of nowhere. So we'll see. Look at Roman Gonzalez up in there. Estrada, Aoka, Maloney. You know what I'm saying? Cortez has had a fight. He had a scare, but he had a good fight. So yeah, man. We still got some old heads up in there at 115. 112. So we have a vacant title. Julio Cesar Martinez vacated. Then he tested positive, so he'll be out until the end of for the rest of the year. So Kenshiro, he just vacated his titles at 108. He was a WBC and WBA champion, unified. He's coming up to 112, so he's number 1. Y'all see that right there. Him versus Christoph Rosales. That fight is done. I want to say it's October 18th. I seen that shit somewhere. So yeah, so Kenshiro looking to be what is it, 2 divisions? I don't know how many divisions he got, but I like Kenshiro. He almost lost his last fight, so maybe it was the week. We'll see. We still got some good names though. I think Rodriguez and Cordova should fight for the eliminator. Cordova has a right to probably be to fight for the vacant title because Cordova, he fought Martinez when he was on a banned substance. You feel me? So maybe he has a right to fight for a belt or at least an eliminator. Sonny Edwards, they're trying to make the Galal U5 fight. Sandoval, that's another good one. Alvarado, former world champion. Dr. Canyon, former world champion. So yeah, solid names. 108, so we got another vacant. So it was left by Kenshiro. So we'll probably see Gonzalez, who gave Kenshiro hell in February. Him versus my man right here, Patrici, the former TBE, right? He moved up for 105, former world champion. So, yeah, I can see that. I like Gonzalez in that fight. Gonzalez, though, he did. I say his last fight though, he had a tough fight. Tough fight. So we'll see. But he should fight for a title though. One of those vacant titles, WBA or WBC, either one. I'm with it. Eric Rosa should be fighting for a vacant title too. So yeah. So we get the division moving. And then 105, Melvin Jerusalem supposed to face Luis Castillo. He been like mandatory for a long time. And he had one of the upsets of the year too. He got either a two-time world champion at 105 pounds. He was a WBO champion, lost to Collazo, and came back. So that's what's up, man. Win the title. Yeah, man. Salute to him. That was an upset. So yeah, man, we're gonna get the ball rolling with these champions because Nye Armstrong is about to defend against Winwood. So he going down to Australia to take that fight. Alice Winwood. So that's the WBA title fight. Pedro Todorandis won the title, got his belt back. Nice victory, you know what I'm saying? Beat the Shigeoka brothers. They both got stopped this year. Well, they both lost this year. And then Asa Collazo. So I just feel like 105 should unify. I don't know. So yeah, that's what it is. So the WBC, man, their rankings normally be pretty solid. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the fans get upset with some of their politics and stuff, but top 15 really not that bad. And they really don't have people just coming out of nowhere like that. Not all the time. They come into new rankings. Maybe they'll have a win, then they'll come in. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's a lot of politics in all the sanctioned bodies. It's not just when a PBC fighter do it or a matchroom fighter. It's everybody. Everybody in cahoots with these sanctioned bodies. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Top Rank is locked in with the WBO. You know what I'm saying? Look like PBC is locked in with the WBA. Matchroom try to like spread it apart, but they have their spots too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it work out for them, sometimes it don't. Everybody, Frank Warren, him and WBO basically started together. You feel me? So yeah, it's one thing that caught my eye. It was at 175. Let me get back there. All right. So 175. So this is the biggest thing that caught my eye opening. I'm not really mad at the ranking because Jesse Hart comes in number 12. They didn't put him in number 2 or number 3. He came in number 12. He was rated by them at 168. Maybe last year this time. He was like number 7 or something at 168. So this one is kind of interesting because we know David Benavidez is coming back in December, right? So when we look at this, we try to figure out who he gonna fight as the WBC interim champion. So when you do process of elimination, one of my tools that I use, right? Jesse Hart kind of like he's standing out to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's with PBC. From what he said he's working with them. He called out Benavidez before, said he was too small, all types of shit. So maybe that's a fight to me. I don't know. When I see shit like that, it just have my brain going. There's other guys that's got bigger names, but I feel like when you look at like the whole thing of it, like these fighters not just gonna fight top guy like that. Top 15, top 2, top 3. And plus Benavidez had injuries in his last fight, so they'll probably want to. Step him down a little bit, especially when he's in the driver's seat. Jesse Hart is a solid contender. Can he win a world title? It depends on the night of the fight and what he brings to the table. But he's not a trash ass fighter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Jesse Hart can beat a lot of these guys in this top 15. I probably favor him over a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? At least 5 or 6. But when we see this matchup and we see the poster, Dave Benavidez versus Jesse Hart, you're gonna have people that's unfamiliar with boxing and the moves and the plays of what goes on. They're not gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? And those be like real talk. It be a lot of people that cover the sport every day that don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to get the best fights. That's what we always say. But I be like, let's get the most realistic fight. Shit. If Anthony Yarde is available, right? Let's get it. Anthony Yarde having promotional issues with Frank Warren. You know what I'm saying? You think they're gonna send him over there and not be a part of that event to get paid? Come on. They'll fuck around and have Yarde sitting out for like a year or two just to get out that contract. Callum Smith, like we haven't heard from him since the Turbia fight. Nobody heard nothing from him. He ain't been in the gym. I ain't even seen his ass. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know about, if these guys are even available, even if they want to fight. The last I heard about Callum Smith, he was talking about retirement. Right? That's what I think. I ain't tripping. But, it is what it is. However you want to look at it. Cruiserweight, Bridgerweight, Heavyweight. So, yeah, I like the Bacoli versus Zane. Bacoli versus Jake Cabiel. I feel like moving up Bacoli to number 3, that feels like they can do like either an interim title fight with Cabiel and Bacoli or some type of eliminator. I just feel like that. Zane, he got the rematch clause with Joseph Parker. So maybe they can make that. I know Turkey was talking about doing a show in China the first week of December. Yo, Zane, that's who got the headline there. So Zane versus Parker in China with Bacoli and Cabiel on the undercard. Fire. You know what I'm saying? If they can't do that, put those 2 fights on the undercard of Fury and Usyk, the rematch. Either way, it don't really matter who fight. Just mix them all together. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Joe Loft coming off an Olympic gold medal win. And he's number 6. So maybe he get in the mix. So yeah, y'all. That's what it is. That's the WBC rankings for the month of August 2024. Yes, sir. So I want to salute everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the time. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel for sure. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram, and then tap into the website. I'm working on this this fight week schedule. I'm about to have that posted pretty soon, and then we're gonna be good to go. Yes, sir. So once again, salute to everybody coming through. That's my time, and I'm out.